Hi everyone. In this short video, I would just like to discuss how God works and how he works mysteriously. Like, if that's a good way to explain it. It's like the mystery of faith. He is very mysterious, but he's a man. He's just a very mysterious man. How does he work? So, I can tell you that when I died, if you watched my video about that, you would know that I channeled the spirit when I died. And for a while I was gone, so I didn't really know what they were talking about personally. But when she started getting into my life and my stuff, I was listening. I was unable to move my body. I had died and I was just consciously just listening to her. And she uncovered the fact that God had something set up for me, whether I got fired or whether I didn't get fired from that job. I ended up getting fired from that job, and it was under circumstances that I shouldn't have been fired. But a lot of people lied. There's a lot of things going on at that workplace that shouldn't have been, and they ended up getting fired for telling the truth and being honest about what's going on. So, anyway, so the spirit of the deceased mother of my HR manager, she uncovered the fact that if I got fired, that was okay. They had another job lined up for me. God had this job lined up for me, and I knew exactly what it was a few weeks later when I was looking for a job, because I hadn't been fired yet, but I knew I was going to get fired, and I needed a job. So God had this job lined up for me. It was a job in ABA therapy. I'd be working with parents of kids and teaching them how to use ABA therapy techniques for kids with autism. And I knew he had this job lined up for me based off of what that lady said when I died. So how did I get the job? I still had to study for it and I still had to apply for it, but I ended up getting it because I knew I was going to get it. I had already been kind of predetermined. All I had to do was put in the effort. So God doesn't work by just like miracling things. I mean, sometimes it happens, but usually there's involvement that you have to do yourself. So even if I knew God had this job lined up for me and I knew it was mine, I still had to study for it. I still had to put in the effort. I still had to do the interview. I still had to put in my half of the effort. God meets you halfway, pretty much. And if you don't do your work, then he can't help you. He can only do so much, especially in this world, because this world isn't under control by God. It's under control by Satan. And it's slowly going to reverse, and we're slowly going to take back this earth, but it's taking a long time. So if you have any questions about how God works, that's kind of how he works. He works mysteriously. He works through other people. He sent me a couple angels before he could talk to me directly. And I knew who they were when I met them. I'd be like, if he doesn't, this was when I was going through this phase where I was having like a lot of visions, a lot of spiritual sessions with people, in which he would take over my body and basically just use my mouth and my body. I found out some stuff through those experiences. Signs that he left me, angels that he sent to me. One of them fixed my wrists, so I used to have severe carpal tunnel, and now my wrists are healed. And another one just helped me transition from the job. There was a couple of angels there. So I knew who these people were. I don't know if they knew who they were, because there's a lot of angels here on this earth who don't know who they are. Why is that? I think I'll get into that in another video. But that's how God works. He meets you halfway. And it's like I was just listening to a podcast yesterday. It's like where he healed this woman, and he told this woman she still had to believe that she could do this and that she could get up and move because she was healed. So she still had to do what the Lord told her to do. And she did it, and she was healed. So that's how he works. He's pretty mysterious too. And in the next video, you'll see what's going on. and we can talk about that later. Just leave me comments down below what you'd like to see, what you want me to talk about. If you want me to pray for you, my prayers come true. I have a direct line to God, so you can just send me a prayer request and I can pray for you. And with that, have a good day. Bye.